Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rucha HaKodash, Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father who the world ignorantly calls God. The Most High, his name is Yahweh. And his only begotten Son's name is Yahweh Shai. And that is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And that's his proper name. All right. And that's their proper names in the ancient Hebrew. All right. In the Lashuan Kodash. All right. Of course, coming in the name by Hashem. All right. Of the Holy Spirit. Okay. Of course, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutation to all of the sincere Akim that's out here on the highways and hedges doing the work, all right, in season and out of season, in the cold, in the heat, regardless of, what we have to face element-wise, we are out there, all right, of course, being wise, of course, but, we are out here, presenting our bodies as living sacrifice. All right. So shalom to all of you Akim that's out there doing this work. All right. And of course, being diligent doing the studio shows throughout the week. Okay. On the brother Mafpa from Great Millstone Playing Tables Camp, located here in Great Babylon. All right. Which is America. And I'm coming back with a new article again. All right. This is a quick one, so I'm not going to go too crazy and in depth into it. I'm going to just, go in the spirit. I have a couple of precepts and, close off. All right. This is off the rtnews.com. Russia Today, right? It says, teacher told black 13-year-old he might be lynched over schoolwork, in which we are not black people, okay? And we're not black. We are, of course, come from the earth, which is various shades of brown, okay? So there's no such thing as a black person, okay? Our skin is various shades of brown, all right? And, of course, we get that back in Genesis, all right? What's that? You can quickly go to it real quick. I go to the Genesis. I believe it's the first chapter, if I'm not mistaken. I just woke up and I'm just doing the lesson because you got all this wickedness that's surrounded me and folly, in this current living situation which is coming at its close. All right. There's no righteousness in the current situation that I'm actually in. All right. I'm sitting there battling demons day in and day out, and there's no righteous vibration, but I still find the opportunity to do the work. All right. I can't use it as an excuse not to do the work. All right. And this is coming to a close. The water Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, for of course keeping me with all loyalty and faith onto him, for him of course to deliver me out of situation. All right. But anyway, I'm gonna go on to this Genesis get the precept, man. My mind just gotta get going. Is it I have formed man out of the earth? What is it? Very shades. See, a moment. This is Genesis 2:7, and it reads, "And the Lord, all right, for God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul." All right, so of course, Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, he gave, of course, he set up the, man, being, of course, the Israelites, starting, of course, at the elect, the breath of life, being, of course, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, of course, taking them from the dust, being confusion. All right. Of course, and we're from the earth. All right. And, it's various shades of brown. All right. We have melanin. Okay. We're not black. Okay. Black means, of course, void of light. All right. And that's why, of course, they put that stigma upon us, calling us black people. And we have, of course, being called a byword, right? And that's part of one of the curses that were put upon us for breaking the law, statute, commandments. All right. So we are under that, that curse. Deuteronomy 28:37, "And thou shalt become a astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether Yahweh shall lead thee." Okay. And of course, we are looked at as a total amazement. All right. People look at us like we're insane. All right. Because the Lord, he put all these curses upon the nation of Israel, which consists of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. Which the head tribe, Judah, all right, which is the Negro, he's the true Jew. All right. That's who, when, of course, the Southern Kingdom went into slavery, into the transatlantic slave trade, being taken from, of course, West Africa, all right, primarily, and, came over here to Americas, which, that was prophesied in Deuteronomy 28:68, all right. This is Psalms 44:14. "Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of head among the people." All right. So the Lord has made the nation of Israel, Yasha Allah, all right, a byword. All right. That's why, of course, they call us, niggers, spicks, and wetbacks. They call it, us black people. All right, these are byword. They call us bywords. Bywords is mashal in the Hebrew, and it means a proverb, a byword. All right, So they call us all types of stuff, and it's all, of course, in wickedness. All right, these are not who we actually are. We are the nation of Israel. We are the Lord's chosen people. We are the Lord's anointed ones. All right, okay. But this is a curse that the Lord, of course, put upon us. Now, going on, let me go back to the article. It says now in the article, right? Headline: Teacher told black 13-year-old he might be lynched over schoolwork. It says parents of an Ohio 8th grader say that a middle school teacher threatened threatened their son with lynching if he did not focus on his classwork. All right, so you have a teacher in middle school, all right, here in the U.S., that is between the ages of 6th grade. or the grades of sixth grade to eighth grade. All right, so I believe you go to middle school. Let me see how old. I think you believe you start going there around what, like 12 or 13 or something like that. You know, if I'm not mistaken. And then of course you go to high school, you know, for 4 years here. But you know, it's been so long since I've been actually in, you know, that school, which is nothing but indoctrination, that, you know, I can remember, of course, those different ages. But anyway, to go on anyway, it says, my son told us his teacher told him that if he didn't get back on task, that his friends were going to lynch him. And we were thought that he must have been misunderstood. Tanisha Angie Bell, all right, mother of 13-year-old Nathan, told WXIX. All right, Angie Bell said the comment was made during a social science class. All right, the first week of December, and has haunted her son and family ever since. Okay. It says Ohio middle school teacher threatened black student with lynching. All right, African American, so-called. They call us, you know, Negroes. That is, no, but they are actually the Jews, Judites, Judah, which of course, when you go into it, that's the tribe of Yahweh in the Hebrew. All right, that's how you say Judah in the Hebrew, which means Yahweh, the Most High, thanks. All right. It says Nathan's mother, who is on the Mason School District Diversity Council, confronted the teacher, Renee Thole, who admitted that she told the so-called African American boy, if you don't get back on task, your friends are going to form an angry mob and lynch you. I was actually taken aback because I said what you said is actually worse than what he said you said. All right. You know, so, you know, of course the kids, you know, you know, he said that yeah, if you, that he claims, right, that he said that, hey, if you don't get back on task, your kids are going to lynch him. Now, the teacher actually went and said that if you don't get back on task, your friends are going to form an angry mob and lynch you. All right, so that's even a more deeper threat, okay? And it's ridiculous, all right, that, you know, our children have to be amongst the so-called white man, which are the biblical Edomites. All right, I'm not sure if this woman Renee Thal is an actual Edomite or not. I'm just you know, speculating. I haven't looked into her name, or like looked up her name or anything, but you know, she's, you know, most likely Edomite. All right. But anyway, going on. She's a heathen, all right. They of course, as Edomites, they descend back from Esau, Edom, all right. Their forefather Esau, who is Edom, all right. In Genesis, the 25th chapter, and they hate you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You niggas, all right. They hate you, all right, because of course you are the Lord's chosen people and have the birthright, and they hate that, you know. They have destruction coming for them. Okay. Now it goes on. It says, for me, that's enough for her as a social studies teacher, especially. All right. You know, so with social science and such, I believe you're dealing with people. All right. With social science and stuff. Let me just quickly look that up real quick. It's just funny that I believe that's like the science of dealing with people. Let me see. Let me look it up real quick just to be on point. All right. All right. So, I was thinking political science. Anyway, social, a friendly gathering, social, right? Comes from living with others, right? That's what it means. It's devoted to or relating to home life. Living with others. Um, yeah, just companions, right? Originally follower to follow. All right. So, sense of characterized by friendliness. All right. So it says meaning living or liking to live with others. All right, which these so-called white people don't like to live with or deal with so-called Negroes. All right, he hates you. Okay, simple as that. All right, and the Bible speaks of it. You know, and I'm gonna go into it some more. It said, it says, I'm gonna read it back again. For me, that is enough for her as a social studies student or teacher, Slakia, especially to be removed from the classroom. Angie Bell said, I don't know if she's racist, which everyone's racist, all right, and these so-called white people are especially racist, okay? Race, dealing with, of course, going back to the what's that? Raza. All right. Let's see, racist. Go into it, which means, of course, go into it. Let me go into it real quick. Right, race goes from, of course, from Raza, right? Meaning race, breed, lineage, or family. All right. Raza, okay. And it's all right. Of course, pertains to your people or something. So if you racist, basically, when you go into it, you're for your own people. All right, that's what basically it means. All right, it means to be racist. You're for your own people. All right, so everyone's for their own people, and the so-called white man's for his own people. All right, it's you so-called Negroes, y'all not for y'all people. Y'all not for the nation of Israel. All right, y'all are just for being black and all this other bullshit. All right, so that's basically it on that. It's not no reason to really go too much in depth in that. But anyway, I'm gonna just go and kind of speed through this and finish this lesson up. I don't want to make it too long, as I said. It said a Mason School District spokesperson confirmed the exchange between Thole and Nathan. So it's, of course, confirmed. It's not a lie, right? It says, as educators, sometimes we mess up. Clearly, that was the case here. Mason School's spokeswoman, Slakia, Tracy Carson, said in a statement, and even though this teacher did not get, Slakia, it says, and even though this teacher did not set out to hurt a child, which that's a lie, all right? Clearly, that happened too, all right? And what she did, I mean, you gonna say something like that out of your mouth, all right? Like, what do you think that's supposed? Are those kind, loving words? No, all right? Telling somebody, telling a so-called a Judite little young boy, talking about yeah, I'm gonna get you lynched, all right, or it's like your friend's gonna form an angry mob and lynch you, all right, if you don't get on task, right? That's all they see Negroes as, is being on task, all right, to be in their system, all right? They ain't supposed to buck up because they broke us like a horse, all right? Going back to the Willie Lynch. Anyway, going into it, it says Thole did apologize to her class, which is majority white, okay? And that's bullshit. They don't give a fuck. They're all Edomites, more than most likely, all right? Of course, our seed is scattered amongst all the other nations, the heathen, in which some of our people do appear to be so-called white people, all right, which meaning Edomites, all right? That's the Raza, all right, the race, the lineage that they go back to, all right? We going to it, all right? We have, Slacky, if I'm off losing my train of thought, it's just so early, but being that, of course, the biblical Edomites descend back, of course, to our so-called white man, which are the biblical Edomites, they descend back to, of course, Esau. All right, the Edomites, all right, Adawamium in the Hebrew, all right, and of course our seed, since it was scattered amongst the rest of the heathen, all right, they look like the heathen, so of course they have confusion of face, is what we call. They of course have the spirit of an Israelite, but of course they are actually Israelites, all right. They are what we call Gentiles, all right. Israelite foreigners that went astray, of course, from the law, statutes, commandments, lost their identity, all right. Jeremiah, of course, 5:17, discontinued from my heritage, and just quote some. But anyway, yeah, and our people are there, but in this, most likely in this situation, they're all Edomites being in this school, wherever this kid is, because apparently he's being singled out. But anyway, going on, it says, and said her intentions were not harmful. That is harmful. That's a lie. The district said, says not said if Thole will be disciplined. All right, these possessors, they don't hold themselves guilty. All right, they don't care. All right, it says she will receive additional training. School leaders call it a mistake. So it's just like they cover up for themselves. There's no discipline, but if I would have said that, if I would have called a little cracker, a little Edomite boy, a cracker boy, you're going to be going into slavery and you're going to get your head ripped off. All right. When we get our hands on you. All right. And that's speaking the truth. You would, of course, have me fired instantly on the spot. Just even to say anything, all right, against you that pertain, of course, unto slavery, all right, and onto the treatment that we receive from these fucking Edomites, all right, we will be punished instantly on the spot, all right, instantly on the spot. That's why we gunned down instantly on the spot, okay? Now, anyway, to go into this lesson, or go into some of these precepts and then close off. I believe I'm gonna go to let's start at Isaiah 51:17. Awake, stand up, O Jerusalem. All right, dealing with, of course, the nation of Israel. All right, it's a people before it's a place. All right, it says, which has drunk at the hand of the Lord the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling and wrung them out. All right, so we drunk of the cup of slavery. All right, that's what the cup we have drunk the dregs of. All right, we drunk, of course, slavery. Being enslaved by these heathen. All right. Let me see. Now I'm going to go skip down to verse verse 22. It says Isaiah 51:22. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, in thy power that pleadeth thee, It's like that pleadeth the cause of his people, which is people the Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury shall thou, so like it says, thou shalt no more drink it again. All right, so of course the Lord, he's going to of course lift up all these curses, and we're never gonna of course go into slavery again after this. This is our last captivity, being under the Edomites. All right, we have been of course in all these other captivities under Babylonians and under of course all these other heathen nations outside of the nation of Israel. All right, we of course been enslaved by the Romans, the Greeks, they're Edomites and such. All right, that's some of the Edomite rulerships we have been enslaved under, of course under the so-called white man. All right, of course you read that in Apocrypha when they came back into power. All right, under the Greeks and such, and of course going down to the Borgias and stuff later on in the late 1400s and such. All right. But anyway, going on, verse 51, Isaiah chapter 51 and 23. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee. All right, so you so-called white people are going to receive the punishment that we, of course, receive, but it's going to be double. All right, when you go into it in the scriptures, you, of course, going to have to be recompensed by double. All right, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over, and thou hast laid thy body as the ground, and as the street to them that went over. All right, and we got treated like shit, by this so-called white man. All right, so of course all you heathen nations, but you starting with you so-called white people, you will be going into slavery under, of course, us, the Israelites. All right. Let me see. See if I could get something real quick. All right. So all of this, all this, because that's nothing but reincarnation. When you go into it, these same wicked ass spirits, they be talking and stuff like that, bringing up wickedness. All right, because you don't see, well, to my knowledge at least, a lot of you don't see everyday lynchings, but lynchings do of course exist in this day and age, being in 2018, 2017, etc. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna go Psalms 2 and 8. It says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen of thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. All right, which is going to be given unto, of course, the Israelites. All right, starting, of course, by Yahweh. Of course, he's going to give unto his son, Yahweh Shai. Of course, he has, of course, given him everything. All right, and of course, we being, of course, the rulers, the future rulers, when we come into our establishment of our kingdom, we shall possess the so-called white man, and he's gonna, of course, serve as slavery. All right, that's why their inheritance, he shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. All right, it says to verse 9, Psalms 2 and 9, thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. All right, so we gonna break you fucking crackers down. I'm gonna break you fucking crackers to bits. All right, you gonna get fucked up. All right, it's gonna be some shit. Like when you see these Israelites, these Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, especially them, them Judites, how angry they is, you gonna see some shit you never seen before. All right, it's gonna be like you never have ever seen before. All right, this is gonna be fucking amazing. All right, The rude speech is there, but though I be rude in speech, but not in knowledge. All right. Let's see. I was gonna get Obadiah. Y'all going in slavery for 1,000 years. All right. And then we gonna burn you up at the end. All right. We gonna be hanging y'all and lynching y'all, but of course we gonna take y'all down. By the by sundown, before sundown. Going back to, of course, to the law. All right, because y'all leave niggas up, hanged up all day and night for days and shit. Fucking ridiculous assholes. All right. Fucking wicked. This is Obadiah 2. Sorry, this is Obadiah 1 and 1. The vision of Obadiah is the prophet, right? The prophet speak before. Thus said it says the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. That's you so-called white people, all right? Because you came out red like a hairy garment, all right? You so-called white men white people are the biblical Edomites. It says, we have heard the rumor of the Lord. An ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. All right, you so-called white people were so prideful. You think that you're not going to be punished for the things that you have done in the past. But of course, the Lord, he requires that which is past. All right. So you will, of course, we be receiving your punishment. As it's written, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. All right. That's, of course, the Revelations 13. I believe that's starting at maybe like 9 going down. All right. So you white people, get ready for fucking slavery. Get ready to get your ass whooped down. Get ready to lose everything. Get ready to lose all of your pride. All right. It says, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. That's you fucking crackers. All right. You go back to the Caucasus Mountains. All right. You and deeper, you go back to Mount Seir. All right. That's why you fucking crackers like being in skyscrapers and got concrete everywhere. It's a concrete jungle, as they call it. It says, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And that's you fucking Edomites. You crackers. You so-called white people. You the one who's saying, oh, who gonna bring me down? All right. But the Lord's gonna bring you down. All right. As is written, shall build up, and I will throw down. Being Malachi 1 and 4. If I could, I'm gonna just read it off my phone. It reads, Malachi 1 and 4, wherein Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, the people against whom the Lord Yahweh had indignation forever. So you are the fucking wicked, you crackers. You fucking so-called white people, which you're not white. You don't have blemish. You're not wholesome. You're not pure. All right. You are the true black people. All right. Void of light. All right. Going back to Obadiah, it says, back in verse 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Thou that exalt thyself as the eagle. All right, that's why your American flag. That's who y'all are. The eagle. You going to it. All right, the scripture's on point. All right, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down said Yahweh. All right. All right. So of course, I believe I'm going into, I believe that verse. It's like if I'm a bit groggy, but I believe that goes into the satellites, if I'm not mistaken. All right, but y'all put up on high. All right. And it says yeah, that's basically it on that. I mean, I could go on for days. All right. With this stuff, but you of course will receive your punishment. All right. You damn devils. All right, you gonna receive that punishment. All right. Them ICBM missiles, that true hell. All right. You gonna receive that. All right. Revelations 14:10. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the power, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, which is righteous anger, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. That's Yahweh Shai. All right, so that same cup, of course, you're gonna, of course, of wrath, you're gonna receive from the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, you're gonna receive slavery, but it's gonna be double, of course. And y'all gonna be getting put to death. It's gonna be amazing. All right, and you heathen, along with your so-called white people, amongst with, of course, all the rest of the nations outside the nation of Israel. But of course, 2/3 are actually gonna participate in this cup, right? This wrath right here, this death and destruction, because they ain't hearken unto the Lord. So of course they're gonna be destroyed. 2 parts have to be cut off and die. All right, that's going back into what's that? Zechariah, I believe. Zechariah 13:8. All right, going on down and such. You read, of course, this the judgment for the 2/3. The elect are, of course, coming through the fire. But anyway, and that's the 2/3, of the nation of Israel, the Negro, Latino, and the American. They're gonna participate in this lake of fire, this destruction due to ICBMs. All right. And this is another quick precept. This is Baruch 4:6. It says, "You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye have moved the power, Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, to wrath. You were delivered unto your enemies." All right. "For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not unto the Most High. Ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you." All right. It says, "For when she saw the wrath of the Most High coming upon you, she said, Hearken, O ye that dwell in Zion, power hath brought upon me great mourning." All right. "For I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them." All right. So anyway, the Lord, He punished us, because we broke His law, statutes, commandments. We the only people, of course, have the covenant amongst. We made an agreement with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. We had the law. We have order. All right. So with that, that's basically it on this article. Hitting a lot of precepts. The spirit, it goes where it wants to go. Though I said it was going to be a short lesson, I was going to probably go even longer, but gotta of course go to captivity and serve my slavery, in which this so-called white man is at the end of, and we ain't gonna have to work no more for this fucking demon, this cracker, which is a so-called white man, who is the devil, meaning deceiver. All right, Diablos to go back to, right, and Shaitan, the enemy and adversary, who's adverse against the law, statutes, commandments, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, against the Most High, the true Lord. All right. So with that, I'm gonna say, Call Halayim La Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakha Hakodash. All right. All praises to the Most High and the Son. All right. In the name of the Holy Spirit, of course. And Shalom to all you sincere Akim that's doing this work. All right. Stay up. Keep fighting. Keep putting out this truth. Keep exposing this devil. All right. And we almost out of here. Shalom.